I felt like I just didn't know where I was going in life. I literally felt so lost that I went to a space that made me even feel worse.
And it was pretty hectic because we burned out a lot at times.
It's a small thing. This isn't a corporation. This isn't just some like huge, corporation of a monster. We're a small local team. It literally took 3 of us to build this whole thing.
With the amount of people that showed up and the various delays we had, I'm so happy we're so able to put it together. Yeah, I was, but yeah, I'm fine with those clips. Hi, my name is Matthew, and I'm the owner/founder of Mindspace LLC. I created Mindspace because I wanted it to be more of an inclusive community, because I started it out because I'm currently studying to be a counselor at UTRGV, and I wanted to start something now. I didn't want it to be like, oh, until I graduate, I'm gonna act on all these opportunities. I wanted it to start now, and it kind of sparked when I first started running back in early 2025, and I wanted it to just start. Is this y'all's first time with us?
Mine, yes.
Okay, perfect. No worries. We'll welcome in. We'll get started shortly. I'm just waiting on a few more people. But same concept. We do a group stretch in the beginning. We do a group reflection at the end if y'all want to participate. But right now I did bring some popsicles because I forgot about the time change. So yeah, our runs will now be 7 p.m. moving forward. But point is, y'all are more than welcome to grab a water or a popsicle before we officially start, okay? But I wanted it to start in my birthday month. So I started it in May. During Mental Health Awareness Month, and it really started and kicked off with the actual running portion because I started creating spaces and I started focusing on like mental health advocacy in a different way. So that's what was different with this running group, because we're not only running, we're running for our mental health, and I promote people to walk because I really do believe that we're in a day and age where we're so locked into our phones and social media that it's weird for people to connect in a different way. So when people started showing up, they were just walking, they're like, oh my gosh, this was fun because they're doing something different. So that's how it kind of started. I wanted to do something different because I personally was struggling with my own mental health, and I wanted people to find a space. So it's one of those where I was actually looking for a space like the one I created. So I was like, okay, let me create one, and here we are now. I had people literally telling me and thanking me for having a space like that. I would get approached and telling me how much struggles they've gone through, like with depression, and even people telling me of having family members pass away and their only escape has been running. Because when it comes to people that run, everyone runs for different reasons. It comes into physical health, into their mental health, and just their own spiritual well-being. And they realize that focusing and kind of disconnecting for a moment, whether it's running or walking, that's what really helped them. So when I started creating these runs that were more consistent and having more people approach me, literally thanking me and crying to me and telling me how thankful they were for the space that I created was rewarding, because it's also where you kind of start creating something, you kind of forget what you actually were doing for a moment. And I guess it kind of helped me rediscover myself and be like, okay, I remember why I started this. I started this for the people that are struggling and continue to try to find ways to help themselves. And that's what Mindspace ended up becoming for them. I wanted to stop the negative stigma to the discussion of mental health, because especially where we're from here in the RGV, I think machismo culture is very, I guess, intense in the sense where we come from a primarily Hispanic culture. So it's very much of like, deal with it. It's very much of you're a man. You can't cry about it, you can't feel your emotions, you just kind of have to figure it out. But that's just such a negative mindset to have, that I realized, especially here in the RGV, that it was important to talk about mental health literally in different ways. So that's why I say like Mindspace is a space, because we're trying to create advocacy for mental health in a different way, through running, through networking events, and through podcasting, because we're so many mediums that's why I feel it was important to kind of approach it in so many different ways. Because let's say someone didn't like running, maybe they'll tune into the podcast. Maybe they don't like doing any of that, but they're a therapist or they work in the mental health field, and they're finding a space where they could actually connect with other people and talk about these things, is why I feel it was needed. So it was more on the end of me trying to take the negative stigma on talking about mental health issues. I for sure reached a breaking point because I've worked various jobs. I'm a chronic job hopper, that I at one point ended up working up north in the refineries, literally in the oil rigs. I was working night shift, and it was really where I got to a point, I felt like I just didn't know where I was going in life. I literally felt so lost that I went to a space that made me even feel worse. I think that's like the worst I've ever been in my mental health state. I was working night shift, not seeing sun, so there's so many factors that kind of led to this depression. And I think that was tipping point, because at that moment, I was literally working a shift in Chicago, and I'm like, what am I doing? I was like, this is not making me happy. I'm depressed every single day. What am I working towards to? I really felt in that moment how people usually say of like, money doesn't bring you happiness, because I was making a lot of money, but I truly was the saddest I've ever been in my life. So when I came back, I literally quit. I came back and I was like, I need to get my life in order. And that's when I went back into looking, what do I want to do? So I went back to my master's program, was looking at various masters, and I decided to go into counseling, because I was just like, mental health actually something I struggle with. I want to learn more about it. So I went into it, went back to a job that was kind of related to what I was already doing, and literally months into starting this master program, I literally had the idea of creating Mindspace. So I really do believe what kind of started all this was my major depression of me going up north to work, because I really felt like I just truly just lost myself. I was like, what am I doing here? What this journey has actually taught me has been asking for help, because for me, and I'm telling you, this goes back into the whole machismo culture and like, I guess the Hispanic mentality in a sense of like, you kind of have to figure it out yourself. I was so, I guess, stubborn to ask for help because I didn't want to bother anyone. But then I started realizing I literally created this space because I wanted people to bother me and like, not bother me, but know that they could ask for help, because I think that's the biggest thing. So recently, even with my 5K that I did, I think that's when I really realized I should have asked for help sooner, because I realized how much of a need there was for me needing assistance in what I'm creating. But I just really believed I could create 4 brands and do it all alone. So that's truly what I learned, was that asking for help is truly important.
Hello, my name is Oscar Calvillo. I am the creative director for Mindspace LLC. So the creative identity for Mindspace, it started with something already built, but we recreated the whole mindset of it. And at first, it started with the logo. And reshaped it to be more professional, more of a brand that people would actually stand out to people, and more, well, like how Matthew's idea was for Mindspace, was a space in the back, and he wanted to be planets, he wanted to be galaxies, so I had the idea to put the background as a galaxy, and how Matthew always says it, that I drew the logo in front of him, and yeah, we try to make them as classy but modern and formal as possible, but still also representing mental health.
I want to make I'm gonna write it down, like what I want for graphics for this race. I want a graphic showing that the medal, the finisher medal, everyone gets a finisher medal. I made it gold to make everyone feel special.
What inspires your creative direction when developing an event experience?
So my creative process with creating something for the event to promote it properly, I guess I have a journal, I have journals and a lot of paper with me and always a pencil, and there's a problem, we write it down, and I try to get, I guess, a morph of ideas to one. And in this case, for the event, we thought about a map.
So ideas for run is a big layout, right?
Yeah, so
Layout, point, you are here vibe. You are here. And then,
And I know that Alex just said that he didn't want like signs or something like that.
oh no, I'm gonna figure it out. I need to do something.
Yeah, we need to at least put like yard signs. Kind of like saying, oh, turn here or something.
I always wanted, for a long time, always wanted to do a map of some sort that would image the maps from Universal Studios, Disney World, and all those sort of things. And I felt that Mindspace Events 5K was the perfect event to put that idea together, but it was super fun. It took 4 months to make, but because we were updating it and we were creating more, we were taking things off, we were trying to place everybody properly so everybody had the placement correctly, so nobody having problems like walking around. And it honestly went through very well. Also the parking I don't know, I think we did post the parking part. I made a parking map too, and I heard a lot of people that because of that map, they helped them park, even though the parking was crazy. I know that's tough when it comes to business people or business owners, anybody that wanted to create a brand, and they don't know how to do their idea, but they have a whole, I guess, aspect or just like the image that they want, but they can't express it in an image or in words to like give it to clients, or just, I guess, logo, post, anything that has to do an image. I like being the middleman to the actual image that they want, if that makes sense. I can't really express it pretty well. But that's really what I really like, drives me to help the creator create their actual idea. But honestly, the only thing that really inspired me to do more is help Matthew. Other than just the 5K event planning, we never really had time to sit down and actually edit all the time. Edit our clients and then balance out the 5K planning. Of course, we were busy on more of the time for the clients, but it came to a challenge to divide it because it's only me and Matt. At one point, plan for the 5K and organize everybody, and then sponsors kicked in, and then we're juggling through a lot of challenges, and it was pretty hectic because we literally we burned out a lot at times. We were really kind of hectic in the 5K, but we enjoyed it either way.
So a lot has actually changed. We had to switch locations last minute because the original location we're gonna have the 5K at, they're building a whole new neighborhood there. So construction is literally not gonna let us continue there. So we had to switch last minute to Mission Hike and Bike Trails, which was actually good because the original spot I was at is very windy, and it worked out at the end in the sense of like, it's more, I don't know, I guess there's more shade, it's less open, it's a guided trail, there's trees, like it's gonna be more runnable. But things happen for a reason, and I'm glad we added more people to the team. We now have Mel from First Stop Bagels. She's truly helped me a lot, so she's pretty much taking on the role right now as event director and event planner, because damn.
Hi, my name is Melissa Blanco, and I was the event coordinator for Mindspace's first year anniversary 5K. I guess the whole me getting into the event coordinating and being into the Mindspace group was when I started selling bagels at Matt's Run. It was one of those where we started it as like a little fundraiser and stuff to just like raise some money. And from there, I just started attending more runs, the weekly runs for Mindspace. And from there, the friendship just started clicking. So eventually, I saw my friend struggling, and it was one of those where I wanted to help him. He had so many ideas, he just didn't know how to execute them properly. It was one of those where he wanted to do it all, and that's where I came in and was like, yeah, like we can't probably do all of them, but we can do, you know, the ones that would make sense and like align with the day of. Yes, have traction here, but not too much traction, because you're gonna have about 900 people here. Say a good 100 people are gonna want massages, they're gonna wanna all sign up at the same time. So just imagine 100 people just waiting in line.
Yeah.
There's not enough.
Yeah, you see, that's why I'm also saying I think it would be best if we just leave her in a vendor spot.
What goes into making an event like this run smoothly?
Time, for sure, money, and just patience, really. It's one of those where it did cost us a lot of money. I think nowadays people underestimate the prices of things and where it really goes to. It's one of those where, you know, we weren't asking sponsors for money just to use it on personal things. We were using it because we wanted to create an experience for people, and we did it. You know, we created the experience. Unfortunately, you know, lesson learned, we are going to be looking for more sponsors for upcoming events and stuff like that, because that's just the reality of it. You're gonna need some money. We had the time, we had the patience, we just sometimes just didn't have the funds. So that's where some ideas had to get scratched out.
What was the most challenging part of coordinating a Mindspace event?
I feel the most challenging was probably time. There was one of those where the deadlines were coming up faster than expected. So it was just trying to manage, myself being a business owner as well. It was just a side thing for me. So the time for me was just probably my biggest challenge, because I was also trying to juggle two things at once, as I feel like all of us were. So it was just really trying to coordinate it all properly and making sure that, you know, we did it and we executed it in a very proper way. I feel like a memorable moment for me was probably one show. I feel like I had multiple memorable moments. I feel the entire day was so memorable for me. But I think the most memorable moment for me was showing up, and everyone was already stressed out, but there was really nothing to be stressed about. So I showed up super happy and bubbly and just like, good morning, you know, it's the day of the 5K. And then I just turned around and Oscar and Matt were already upset. It's currently 5:49 in the morning. We got here probably at like 5:30 that I know of. Matt's been here since like 4. I know Oscar's running off 0 sleep. I don't know if Matt's also not slept. We luckily got like 3 hours of sleep. So right now people are slowly just trickling in. We're just kind of holding down and waiting for the storm to hit. So I feel like right now it's just kind of a lot of just like a waiting game. Runners are slowly coming in to ensure parking. So it's kind of crazy for them to show up a whole pretty much like hour and some minutes before the race. That just shows the commitment and the excitement that people have. We already have probably like 5 runners that are here, and we're still setting up. I mean, it's not a bad thing that we're still setting up, but they're showing up early enough while we're setting up.
Would it be a bad thing if we asked them to help us set up?
What do attendees usually not realize about the work that happens behind the scenes?
We had a lot of things happen that I don't think people really put into perspective. For example, a lot of people day of, or even like the day before at the packet pickup, a lot of people were still trying to see if they can switch their shirts, switch their bibs, or sign up for the race even. And it's one of those where I don't think people realize we order everything to the exact amount, so there wasn't any extras. was little to no room to do so much adjustments. So people took it personal that we couldn't bend or do anything for them. I think people are so used to nowadays getting things what they want, you know, that instant, you know, feeling of gratification. But the thing is, you know, this isn't just some like huge, you know, corporation of a monster. You know, we're a small local team. It literally took 3 of us to build this whole thing. So I don't know what people were expecting, you know, for us to, like, we had rules because we had no, you know, way to do it. It's not because we didn't want to do it. And I think that's what people forget, that it's not because we don't want to, it's just simply because we can't. Like, there's no other way to do it. It's just, we can't. You know, the race sold out twice. I'm sorry, you know, you didn't plan accordingly or you didn't think, but it's just, it is what it is. We just simply could not do it. But nonetheless, it was a very smooth event. You know, people were all happy. I would say the bad parts were so minimal that it was just all good. It was one of those where there was hardly any bad. And if there was, it was nothing compared to what the good we were doing. I know the event was a success because of how we felt afterwards. We took a second to reflect after when we were picking up and we were just looking back. Everything wrong that could have happened didn't. You know, everyone showed up on time. Everything for the most part, there was just one slight hiccup, but that was out of our control completely. It was just something that the city lacked, unfortunately. So that was a mistake on the city's part. So it was nothing that had to do with us, other than, you know, things with us. I feel everything went smoothly for us in our end. I mean, now reflecting, there are things we could change, but I was telling Matt, I think the way we did it was correct. There are some, you know, minor tweaks that we can do to, you know, refine it better. But I feel it was a successful thing because we put heart into it. We put love. We were doing it for passion and love and not just for money or for income or for clout or whatever you may think is relevant. You know, Matt had a dream and we helped him succeed it.
It's officially the morning of the 5K, and I'm really excited because this event has truly brought me so much happiness. Like, truly, I had so many people yesterday at Pack and Pickup just telling me how grateful they were for the community I continue to build. I can't believe we're gonna have over 1,000 people this morning. I've been here since 3 in the morning, and I'm just excited because this is really just gonna show. This was a lot that fell on me, and if it wasn't for my team, that was Oscar and Mel, that literally helped me out so much. I really don't know where I'd be, especially my family this morning. They truly helped me out so much. But I'm excited for all the festivities. We're gonna have mariachi, we have the vendor market going on, we have literally so much going on, a photo booth. And yeah, literally, I'm just excited for you all to experience what was created with the power of social media and believing in yourself. And that's literally the whole goal with this documentary and stuff. I really just want people to see that, like, I'm your average person, in the sense of, like, I was once in the position of, like, I didn't know what to do last year. I literally had no money or anything, but all I did was start and believe in myself, consistently post it. And when people say, like, oh, how did you make this happen? I'm being so genuine. This is all me. This is all me, of course, with the support of the team that I built. They helped me build up a platform and a community, and it's all mental health focused. So I'm excited for it. And again, this brand was created because I'm studying to be a counselor right now. So I'm just excited to continue building onto this community and be the counselor in the future. So it's literally 5 minutes from the start of the race. We have over 1,000 people behind me, and I'm so excited with the amount of people that showed up and the various delays we had. I'm so happy we're so able to put it together. So again, literally continuous reminder, believe in yourself, because you could continue creating something as long as you serve and you continue doing things for your community. I had a lot of people telling me that morning how proud they were and how happy they were to have attended. So for me, it just helped me gain and see the value of Mindspace. Because seeing that many people show up, seeing that many people be like, they were so excited for this event. They blocked off. They drove from Brownsville, they drove from Austin, they drove from San Antonio, because I had so many people attend. I started gaining and getting more insight on how valuable Mindspace actually was.
My name is Alan Balidas.
Hello, my name is Ismael.
My name is Jasmine.
My name is Leah.
It's just incredible to see how someone like Matthew is able to bring so many people together. Not just him, but his entire team of people that were supporting him.
It was a really great experience. I'm really grateful that I was able to move my body and share this experience with the community.
My experience was very, very good. This was my second 5K. I was not prepared, but I pushed through, I believed, and I didn't give up.
I encourage you, if you have thought about coming out to run, join a run club or come to a fun run. It's really fun to be out here with a lot of people. It's a lot of energy, and you also get to get some endorphins in you, so you'll get more energy and feel really good afterwards.
This is the first time that I've ever done anything like this. That's out of my comfort zone. My therapist would be so proud of me. But it was awesome. I loved it. I had an amazing time. I feel so energetic, and I recommend more people to do this, especially to run for your mental health.
Hi, I'm Lisa with Toyota Bar, and we're proud sponsors of the Mindspace 1-year anniversary 5K run. We're honestly super excited, super happy with the turnout of the event. There was a lot of people, a lot of enthusiasm, so we're really proud to be sponsors of this event.
Creating this community, something positive, living something for the future, even though it's just the first year, the fact that it's already had such a huge impact on everybody. Again, creating something healthy to continue to promote this wellness is just something incredible. I've been able to meet new people, meet new friends, and I know it's a good beginning to a new chapter of my life as I honestly become part of this running community that I never thought I would be part of. So thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And I guess I just never really truly paid attention to the impact it was creating to people. Because what people were seeing this as was the event of the year in the 5K sense. Because I had a lot of people that had never done a 5K, had never done anything like this. So that's exactly what I mean. I think that's what helped me paint the perspective of yeah, Mindspace is a lot valuable than I guess put it as. Of course, everyone wants their business or their brand to be as valuable as it can be, but I guess it just helped me gain that knowledge in a sense. And also, obviously, a lot of lessons learned with the 5K because there were so many things that happened that morning that could have not been avoided, but just things I just didn't really look into. But yeah, I guess just knowing how many people cared for the brand, how many people wanted to be there, and knowing how much actual support there is out there. Honestly, it was a very hectic morning. I already cried multiple times, as you can tell in the morning, but I'm honestly very happy because it's just one of those things I'd gotten so many people from yesterday in Packet Pickup just telling me how much Mindspace has done for them. And literally, we have over 1,000 people here right now. So that just tells you the impact that Mindspace continues to create. And I'm excited for it to continue building. So yeah, it's just one of those things where literally I needed so much help this morning and I got all the support I needed. Even though I had a few breakdowns, but I think that comes along with it. But yeah, just telling everyone, just ask for help. I think was my biggest thing. I was not asking for help until I finally did and we got it going. But literally super excited. We got these cannons last minute. So it's just one of those things where I'm excited for it. Even though the drumline canceled, we got the mariachi going too. So yeah.
Something wrong. You've been putting up with my shit just way too long. I'm so gifted at finding what I don't like the most. So I think it's time for us to have a toast. Let's have a toast for the douchebags. Let's have a toast for the assholes. Let's have a toast for the scumbags. Every one of them that I know. Have a toast for the jerk-offs. Gotta never take work off. Baby, I got a plan. Run away fast as you can.
We were actually able to make a difference here in the RGV because I still want to keep Mindspace down here. and show what a brand was able to do and change on the perspective end of things. Outside of machismo culture, outside of this like Hispanic mentality of like figure it out on your own, here in the Valley and even on social media, I feel everyone's so, I guess, harsh on people and on businesses, because I think everyone's just angry at something in a sense. And I feel here in the Valley, I've seen so many people gang up against a business, and it's just like, I don't know, I guess for me, I really do believe when people start acting a certain way on social media, being rude to others and being, I guess, so aggressive in the comment section and stuff, it's because people don't know what to do with their anger. And there's just so many outlets, and literally anger, I'm telling you, like mental health goes into so many aspects, but that's exactly what I mean. I really do believe that just approaching this and like tackling the, I guess, mental health and talking about it more, approaching the negative stigma and having just more conversations of mental health is what I hope to continue doing and leave as a legacy on Mindspace here in the RGV. Like, look what we're able to do to a community that at one point was so, I guess, avoidant of having conversations like this.
It's just conversations and just socialize with actual other people that literally just want to run, they want to walk with people, you meet more people. The fact you're just talking to somebody else and party gets it helps you a lot. It's really nice to see somebody socialize that don't know anything about anybody, and they socialize and they just like become great friends after a couple runs or anything, or even that run. And it's so cool to just like experience it in ways that people just need that help.
What Matt is creating is a space and a community for people to feel comfortable being vulnerable and speaking up about, you know, hey, I'm going through a hard time. Look around. We've all kind of been there. This is your community to go to. These are the people to reach out to. I've seen it real time when I attend the walks or the runs. I'm not gonna lie, I don't be running. I be walking. I am a strong walker, but I see it real time. I see it, people making connections, making friends. So every single time we meet up, every Wednesday at PSJ, you know, Bears Trail, I see it and I've experienced it. I show up and people who were once strangers to me are now familiar. We show up, we catch up on that Wednesday, you know, hey, I'll see you next week. It's a usual spot. It's a community that's being built. And I think that's what a lot of people are forgetting. You need a community and you need your village, because you can't always do things by yourself, and that is okay. You can only be so strong before, you know, you need outside help. And that's what Mindspace is trying to bring. We're trying to show that it's okay to be vulnerable and it's okay to need a community. This is your community to, you know, hold yourself back and trust on.
If someone watching this documentary has never experienced Mindspace before, what would you want them to understand about it?
That we're more than a run club, that we're more than a podcast, that we truly are a community. Because I want everyone to feel welcomed with Mindspace. I want everyone to know that it is for them. And that's actually something I got from the 5K itself. People were saying like, this felt like a gift to us. And that's how I want everyone to feel, whether they go to run, walk, event, listen to the podcast. I want them to know that these conversations, these spaces are created for them. And something different they could add to the day.